So Kyle, who are you having trouble ranking this week?
Amon-Ra St. Brown. I still feel confident. The vibes aren't great, but the math would say that you should probably still rank him as like a top 12 option. As John Daigle, not sure who this up and coming writer John Daigle is, points out on Twitter, in his 4 full games this year, 12 targets, 10 targets, 12 targets, 9 targets, target shares north of 32% in 3 of 4 games. He looks like an elite alpha as always. It's just been a hot minute since we've had a real ceiling game from him. No touchdowns since week 2, peaked at 73 yards in week 3. I mean, I don't know if we've had more than, I think, eyeballing at 15 full PPR points from him since week 2. But the volume's been there, and the offense has been fine, too. It's not like this Jared Goff thing is...
I would maybe say the offense has not been fine.
27 points 2 weeks ago, and I think the offense, they didn't put up many points last week, but it's because they played a team that totaled 9 points. They just ran the ball. Like, to me, that was a product of the situation when they had Jared Goff attempt 26 passes and they ran the ball over 30 times, I believe. Yeah, they ran the ball almost exactly 30, taking out a Goff kneel down. I think in a game where the Packers pushed them a little bit, they at least have an okay game. Goff also threw 2 scores on 26 attempts. Amon-Ra didn't catch any of them, which didn't feel great, but I think the offense isn't completely coming apart. They're probably not as good as they were in the first 3 weeks, but they're probably not a 15-point offense like they were last week. They put up 20-some-odd points the week before that. So the offense is fine. It's not holding him back. It's not the issue with the Amon-Ra. And the volume isn't the issue. So I think like just randomness is probably the issue.
Yeah, I agree. The offense is not holding back Amon-Ra, and he totally dominated target share, totally dominated the air yards against the Packers. And I don't think it's a great offense, but I do think it's like kind of like an opponent-dependent offense where they got dragged down the mud by the Packers. Then you have 27 points against the Dolphins, 45 points against the Seahawks a month ago, and shut out by the Patriots, 6 points against the Cowboys. Like, not the kind of offense that's going to go off against good defenses. But the Bears are kind of turning into like a shootout machine type of defense. It could be a good overall week for the Lions offense. And the usage has remained really, really good with Amon-Ra.
You pointed out dominated air yards. I've checked like 3 different sites because this does not seem like it can be right. 84% of the air yards last week. I keep checking that, looking for different sources. Maybe, everyone's pulling their data from a bad source, but I think it's because they just dumped it off every single play other than Amon-Ra. Anytime they were throwing to someone else, it was just a complete give up, whereas Amon-Ra is a guy who can move the chains. So his 81 air yards somehow is worth 84%.
They threw to 3 different tight ends. Brock Wright, James Mitchell, and a fake Zylstra. Not even the real Zylstra.
The sequel.
It was his brother.
Yeah, stealing touchdowns, that guy.
I know, man. Yeah, how can we're getting the bootleg Zylstra scoring a touchdown, but not DeAndre Swift? Just no justice whatsoever in this world. Any thoughts on Amon-Ra, Lawrence, or do I need to go into who I don't know how to rank?
Same deal. I kind of feel the same way. After the first 2 weeks, I was ready to have him in my top 10 every week. Got hurt, things changed. We knew the Lions weren't going to be that consistent with the offense. But we still know he getting the usage and the targets.
Speaking of the usage and the targets, we got Josh Palmer on the Los Angeles Chargers, and it's kind of unclear if Josh Palmer is actually good, but it's abundantly clear that he has 17 catches for 163 yards on 22 targets over his past 2 games. And Mike Williams is still out. Keenan Allen is in the Michael Thomas purgatory zone. We just have no idea what's going on with his health. We know that Justin Herbert is nowhere else to basically funnel these looks. Where do you think I have Josh Palmer ranked, you guys, right now, off the top of your heads?
I'm assuming you don't have Keenan Allen or Mike Williams in.
No, I don't.
Obviously not Mike, but
Mike
also
Williams
does not feel like Keenan Allen either.
Yeah, I do not have Keenan ranked yet. I mean, it's early in the week. Keenan could start practicing. I currently do not have Keenan Allen ranked.
Yeah. It's safe to rank him as out for now, at least, if not like another week. 22, 23.
22.
I was going to say, I felt like the way you had that intro set up and that you were going to have him at like 15 or something.
Wide receiver 8.
Yeah.
Now, I have his wide receiver 22. Does that strike you guys as fair, having Josh Palmer in the top 24 right now?
Yeah.
I got him at 20.
Okay, wow. I've got him behind Alan Lazard and Christian Kirk. Do I need to change that?
I think you could argue him over Kirk. Lazard is fine. Lazard's been a solid receiver in terms of efficiency and a good receiver in terms of volume. So I think Lazard is safe to put ahead of him. You could swing me on taking Palmer over Kirk, though.
Sounds like we're not having problems ranking Joshua Palmer then.
No, you got him. I think you did a good job. Good job.
The problem lies within, does Keenan Allen come back this week? We know Mike Williams is not. So it is pretty much that. They'll have a tougher defense this week than which they faced last week in the Falcons. So that'll be interesting too, especially for Herbert.
I think even if he comes back, Keenan Allen, will Josh Palmer still be in the top 30? Probably.
Yeah, he should. I would say fair, so. Yeah. Because you rank Mike Williams and Keenan Allen both in there too. So
Keenan, if he comes back, I bet I'll have him like wide receiver 40 or something.
Yeah, dude, you cannot be playing Keenan Allen in his first game back. He's getting 6 snaps.
I have to.
I thought you were going to say 6 naps, Kyle, and that made even more sense than snaps. Yeah, he's old now. He's got to take naps on the sideline.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBC Sports and Rotoworld.com. Just want to thank you so much for watching what you just watched, or at least being too lazy to click out of it after the autoplay just kept it going. So either way, thank you so much for just letting it scroll by your screen. And now I'd like to ask you respectfully, okay, please subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel for the latest NFL news, fantasy headlines from Rotoworld, and betting analysis from NBC Sports Edge.